Hey everyone, turn the light on. There we go. Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. It's been a little while. Um, haven't really been in much of a mood to do videos. As you might know, my father-in-law passed away uh last month in February. Right now it's March 6th, 2026. So yeah, he he did pass away in his home, and we had his funeral a few days later. It was on Thursday. Um, so yeah, I have been getting controllers out, which is a good thing, and tonight's just a quiet night of building up. This is one of my probably most popular products, or second most. That's probably the most popular. This is the 5200 overlay. Very very popular controller. I'd have to see how many of these have made. Uh, this one is overlay compatible, so it uses these little flat keypads, whereas the classics use more of this foam keypad. The nice thing about the flat keypad is I have a little overlay holder, which allows you to use the overlays that came with the system. So I do have some good news for IntelliVision fans. Casey asked me, maybe it's like a week ago. I was in the middle of like starting a new job and everything. That's the other thing, start a new job. Um, and said, "Hey, you can do anything with the Sprint?" And I was like, I don't know, man. And you know what? Facebook, they said, Atari posted, "Hey, we got Sprints back in stock." So, you know what? I actually have a small business. I could write it off as a business expense. So I went and bought an IntelliVision Sprint. So I'm going to attempt to make a controller for the Sprint. And I also purchased some Xbox 360 USB controllers because that is the one that is the most compatible with. So I want to see. I'm guessing what they did was they're using the analog stick. So my biggest worry is drifting on the controller. So what I want to do is see what kind of analog controller they have on there. I might swap it out for something better, and I definitely want like a full size like arcade stick, or as close as I can get, instead of a little this thumb one. Because just use an Xbox controller instead. So yeah, so I got that coming in the mail. I got a bunch of controllers coming. I got about 5 cases thing, and they were cheap. It's AliExpress, they're inexpensive, so I'm probably gonna end up replacing the analog joystick part of it. I want to see how the Sprint maps the other buttons too. Um, I heard you could also plug a keyboard into it, but I'll see. I'll figure that when I get it. That's why I bought one, so I can figure these things out. So yeah, so expect the next few weeks once I get through all these orders. Thank you everyone for your patience. Once I get through these orders, I'm going to start working on that Sprint controller. I need a cutting board. What's my cutting? I haven't done a video in a while. All my crap is up here. I need a cutting board. I'll be right back. Cutting board. So my goal is to figure out a proper controller for the Sprint. luckily, I did build up a bunch of parts for the 5200 controller, so man, I got a lot of worries right now. That's why I was really hesitant to get a Sprint, but hey, why not? Like I was saying, I actually can write that off on my taxes. It's just tools and equipment, basically. About 2 years ago, when this whole venture took off here, people started buying up these controllers. I created an LLC so I can do fun stuff like write off video game systems. Taxes are due in a month, a little more than a month. I'll do those soon. But yeah, if my father-in-law passed away, you have to file final taxes for someone. Just kind of creepy to think about, but there it is. He always got his taxes professionally done, so let's see. Ooh, funerals are expensive. Boy. Not cheap at all. He just wanted to do a graveside service, and we did that with the mother-in-law, and it was just, it's just not enough closure, in my opinion. It was very touching. It was because he was in the U.S. Army in the late 50s. He got the full like honor guard and everything. They had the flag draped over the casket and all that. So that was very touching. They even had a live bugler playing taps there. Yeah, it was very touching. In this case, but yeah, getting back to the Sprint, that will be a fun one to play with. And I want to see if we have to do custom key mappings or what the heck goes on there. I've heard that they don't really have, when you use a USB, it like disables your, something happens, like port 1 doesn't work, but the port 2 wireless controller does. So I'm almost thinking using this size enclosure, but cutting out an alcove, and I'll 3D print a basically a pocket for the player 2 wireless controller. So if you're playing a game like Deadly Discatron or something like that, you can actually use the keypad. Or maybe they map the keypad. I don't know. I gotta find out. So okay. Let's see how one of these is built. So the nice thing is, built up a bunch of sub-assemblies. Make it much quicker. I'm gonna pause a second. I just need to grab a couple buttons. So I'm hoping the Sprint isn't too wacky and wild. We'll find out. Oh, this saves a lot of time getting the stuff put together. So, any luck, I should be able to crank out. What I really want to do is get just one a day done. Yeah, so I started my new day job 2 weeks ago. I had to delay the start of it a week because that was the week my father-in-law died, and I had to push it off a week. So started there. Cool place. Back to being a manufacturing test engineer, which I actually really enjoy doing. And really interesting products. I'm working on this little basically it's a really complicated diagnostic little embedded Linux computer, which is cool. Actually seeing Linux being used. I'm a Linux nerd myself. but I have the SSH into it, which is secure shell into it, and then run a bunch of Python script commands. Look at the responses back. It has everything. It's got Bluetooth, wireless Bluetooth, RS-45, CAN, which is an automotive standard, automotive Ethernet, and something else. It's got like lots and lots and lots of different protocols on there. Oh yeah, and I forgot GPS as well, and accelerometers and gyroscopes. Just a lot in a small package. Pretty cool though. It's nice seeing American manufacturing. They got their own pick and place machines and everything, so they're actually doing the final board stuffing there, and all the final assembly goes there. So very interesting to see. Can't talk too much about it because it's all really proprietary stuff. I forgot how satisfying it was to actually get in there and program and not do insane amounts of meetings. Oh, my last job. I mean, I would sometimes have 20 meetings a week. It was just like hard to get things done just because there were just so many blinking meetings. Together, heat up some glue. And built up all the little the sub assemblies for the cable and everything. This is the latest version of my 5200 controllers. So after this, I think my next controller, next video is going to be a brand new controller. It's going to be the digital single stick for the 5200. That's a new one. I designed it so it's all just kind of plugs together. Also makes it really easy if you need to fix it, because you just plug everything back together again. Let's see what the calibration looks like on the joystick. Y looks good. X is off a bit. Let's fix the X. As always, if you ever open up one of these, this is the joystick. There's a screw here and a screw here. If you loosen that little screw up, you can actually turn the whole pot assembly. Try to shoot for right around 7.5. Why? I'll bump up just a little bit too. Just don't want to go too gung in on tightening that screw down. So you want to strip out that plastic. Not too far. 7.5, 7.5. That's what I shoot for. 7.4, close enough. You're never gonna see it. Sure, get good repeatability. I do. Nice feel. Good. Yeah, actually, all I have left to do here is put together the joystick button, the trigger and fire buttons. No, it built up a few of those people. Did I use them up? I have been building. No, there's one right here. Good. And The way I have it designed now, there are actually pairs of wires on this IDC cable, so because it's ambidextrous, it goes one side and the other. Feel easy on the stripping here. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting with the Sprint. See how that works. I'm guessing how they did it with the 16 directions, they're just going off the analog. I wonder if it works with my little, what is it, Pytro for my IntelliVision 2. It'd be interesting to see. We'll find out. So that's going to be exciting stuff ahead. Yeah, this is the simplicity of this build belies the fact I spent many hours building up sub-assemblies. Like painting, it's all about the prep work. It's actually warm in Chicagoland today. Ooh, it's like 72. Yeah, it was warm. It's really warm for early March. Oh yeah, and then on yeah, I've lost all track of time. 2 days ago was my birthday, so I turned 52. Isn't that creepy? I actually share my birthday with a lot of cities and municipalities because that was used to be like the inauguration day for the U.S. and then a lot of cities and towns and whatever were incorporated on March 4th. So we shall March 4th. I think I just need a couple more. Never mind. These little fast on connectors. I just built up Andy Classic last night. That's already in the mail, heading off to Hawaii, which is kind of cool. I spent a few extra bucks to send it priority, because otherwise it takes a while to get to Hawaii. I think it was like 15 days if you do ground. I don't know how you do ground shipping to Hawaii, but like they have interstates in Hawaii too. It's just the quirk of it. But yeah, that is yeah, it was an Andy Classic. Turned out really nice actually. Wasn't really much in the video mood, so and the whole let's just build it. So yeah, next build. The reason I did this one, even though it's an ordinary build for me, is I wanted to talk about got a Sprint, and then the next build is going to be a new one, which is going to be for a new controller for me, which is a digital only. Sorry, Retro Game Boys. I've been trying to avoid doing it for years, man. I don't want to take any business away from him. But I've been asked over again to build some digital ones, so it's like, fine, I'll make some and see if there's anyone who wants them. It's not really my claim to fame. Retro Game Boys, he makes a nice controller though. I've actually handled a couple of them at the local Atari event. Nice quality. I'll give him that. Really, his art design is excellent. I'm a little jealous, to be honest with you. Like even those little modified Nintendo controllers, they're nice looking. So, and he's got a really decent 3D printer, so he prints up his own enclosures, unless he's modding something. So, nice work though. I'll give him that. It was really. I've never interacted with retro Game Boys. And he's got nice, decent products. Shoot, I forgot to do that. It'll be long enough if I cut it. Probably. I am sweating in here tonight. Yeesh. I'll go that side. I need one more little fast on. Do I have any more on my desk? I need to grab them. It is full of joysticks. I can recognize by the size. No, I got one more kicking around here. I knew I grabbed a pile of them. So yeah, the digital only one's coming out next video. And I got a bunch. And then I'm gonna have a IntelliVision Ultimate Purist that's coming up shortly too. Check, make sure the keypad's working. Yep. Reset works. Yep. The only problem I have with the warm weather is thunderstorms. And my poor little dog hates thunderstorms. He's just frightened in bed and everything. He is a little multi-poo. One of these nights, I need to open up my 5200 and fix the sound on it. It has been broken a while. I've just been lazy. Now think about it more. I am looking forward to trying the Sprint out. It'd be kind of cool if I can make a decent joystick for it that doesn't drift. As I've heard, the Xbox controller tends to drift a bit, so I don't know if they're using the Hall effect or just a regular pot for it. Find out. Nothing wrong with a little high quality, high temp hot glue, which is what this is. It takes a while to cool off. As I burn myself. Okay. Oh, that's setting. I need Stop losing my mind. Sticky bases there. Clean up my desk later. Funny, make it look so easy, but it's all the work that went in building all these parts ahead of time. Oh my goodness. Days of building up these parts. Decent. So we have through one more over here. End up with a very neat and clean controller layout now. All right. Looks decent. Nice and clean that is now. Very clean design. Good return to centers. All right, so now I'm just going to be drilling some holes and doing finishing up some final touches, but that's about it. So I'll probably end up playing a game with this and quick game, make sure everything works, put the final like pretty stickers in here, and then get out the door. I'll get this shipped out. Probably won't go out till Monday. It's Friday right now. I'll go out Monday. I'll probably get 2 more. I want to get that digital only controller done this weekend, and I got one IntelliVision controller I want to knock out as well. So yeah, so hopefully I'll do a couple of videos this weekend, get back in the groove of things, and hope we all look forward to the Sprint controllers. Hopefully that works. So yeah, everyone have a great weekend. I'm probably still talking to myself because OBS won't stop recording. OBS, what have I done to you?